Sometimes getting what you want may be a bigger tragedy than not getting what you want. You'll never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have.
This story will explain it all. The story of the great king, the so-called greedy king Midas, they so called him. I believe 75 to 60% of our generation today must have heard about the greedy king.
Yeah.
He was a king that has almost everything he ever wanted in life, but was never satisfied. The more he has, the more he yearns for more. One day, a stranger appeared to him and said to the king that he will grant him a wish, that anything he desires shall come to pass. The king was delighted and immediately wished that whatever he touches turns to gold. The stranger was surprised and asked the king if he was certain of his decision. Immediately the king said yes, that he was certain. The stranger then said to the king, "So be it, king. From sunset tomorrow, whatever you touches shall turn to gold." At first, the king thought it was a dream. Rather, he was in a dream world. He tries to wake up, but couldn't. The next day, the bed in which the king slept on, he touches the bed, behold, it turns to gold. The king said to himself, "Yes, it is true and it is working." Everything he touches that day turns to gold. He then said to himself, "Yes, it is working." He was overwhelmed and extremely happy. He looked through the window and saw his lovely daughter playing down the garden, and wished to surprise the daughter with the amount of gold they have in the house. But before then, he wanted to go through his favorite books to read a chapter from it. He touches the book and the book turns to gold. He could not read from it. He sat down for a breakfast. He touched the fruit and the glass of water. Both turns to gold. The king was surprised. He said to himself, "I'm hungry. I can't eat or drink gold." Just then, his daughter ran into the house. With joy, he ran to the daughter and hugged her. But the unforeseen happened as the daughter turned to a statue of gold. At this moment, the king was terrified. He bowed his head and began to cry. Just then, the stranger appeared to him again, and he said, "My king, are you satisfied with the situation of things at the moment?" He said unto the stranger, "No, I am the most miserable man ever lived." The stranger said unto the king, "What then do you want, my king? Do you prefer your lovely daughter back with lots of food, or you prefer gold in your house?" He said, "Please forgive me. I will give everything, all the gold I have, to the needy on the street. All I need is my daughter. I need her back to me." The stranger spoke up and said unto him, "You have become wiser, my king." He reversed the spell casted on the king, and the daughter was brought back to the king. The king learned a lesson from this action of his that he has never forgotten for the rest of his life.
Wow. What is he trying to explain? You see, distorted value leads to tragedy. Sometimes getting what you want may be a bigger tragedy than not getting what you want. Unlike the game of soccer where player can be substituted, the game of life allows no substitution or replay. See, if our value system are not clear, getting what we want may be a bigger tragedy than not getting what we want. You will never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. You are the book you read, you are the film you watch, you are the people you meet, you are the dream you have, you are the conversation you engage in. Choose wisely with what you make your mind accept, because what you want may be buried under what you need to achieve your greatness. Wake up.
Wake up, people, and learn from this. Wake up.